everyone, welcome to Let's Unbound. In this video, we are going to practice a few important type of questions that are generally seen in your 11 plus examination. So without any further ado, let's get started. So the first type of question that we are going to discuss in today's session is insert a letter type question. In this type of question, you will be given two sets of words in which the last letter of the first word and the first letter of the second word are left blank. All you have to do is to identify a letter that completes both the words. We'll have a look at an example now. So here we have two words. The first word is M-E blank and the second word is blank O-W-N. We'll go step by step. The first step is to identify the letter that completes the first word. So we'll try it with the first letter, that is N. Now, if we put the first letter in our first word, we'll get the word M-E-N, men. So is this even a word? Yes, it is, right? It's the plural for M-A-N, men, right? Now, our second step is to see whether the same letter starts the second word or not. So let's try to put it over here and let's see if it works for the second word or not. So the word that we're going to get is N-O-W-N. Now, is that a word? No, it's not. It means we will have to discard our first option and we'll have to go with the second option, that is G. Let's try it with our second option, that is the letter G. So we are going to repeat the same steps. First, we'll see whether this letter fits this first word or not. So the first word that we are going to get is M-E-G, Meg. Is that even a word? No, right? So we'll have to discard this one as well. Now we'll see whether the letter D works or not. So we'll put this letter over here. And let's see if it works for the first word or not. So here we have the word M-E-D, med. Is that even a word? No, it's not. We'll have to discard this one as well. And now we are left with the only option, that is T. So let's quickly try it with the letter T. M-E-T is the word that we are going to get now. Is that a word? Yes, it is. It is the second form of the verb meet, right? Now, we can go ahead with the letter D and let's see if it works for the second word or not. So the second word that we're going to get is T-O-W-N, town. Is that a word? Yes, it is, right? It's a little larger than the village and a little smaller than the city, right? So we have our answer here, that is the letter T. Right? Don't worry, we are going to practice a few more questions now, right? So let us move ahead and let's practice a few more questions. So here again, we have two sets of words. This is the first set and this is the second set, right? Now we are going to follow the same steps. We'll identify a letter that fits in or that completes our first word. So let us try it with the first letter, that is letter P. So we'll try to put it over here and let's see what word are we going to get. We'll get the word S-H-I-R-P, sharp. Is that a word? No, it's not. So we can easily discard the letter P. Let's try it with letter N. We'll get the word S-H-I-R N. Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't. So we'll discard the letter N. Let's try it with the letter F. So we'll get the word S-H-I-R-F. Is that a word? No, it's not. So we are going to discard the third letter as well. Now let's see if it works for the next letter T or not, right? So we'll get the word S-H-I-R-T. Is that a word? Yes, it is, right? So we can go ahead with our letter T, right? And let's see if it works for the other words or not. We have already discarded letter F, right? Now we'll put letter T here in the second word. We will get the word T-A-B-L-E. Is that a word? Yes, it is a word. So this works for our first and second words both, right? Let's see if the same letter works for our third and fourth words or not, right? So if we put it over here, we get the word H-I-G. Is this a word? Yes, it is. So we can move ahead and let's see whether this letter works for our last word or not. So we'll get the word T-A-N-K, tank. Is that a word? Yes, it is. So the correct option over here is letter number T, right? That is the third option, right? So the words that we will get is, we'll get our shirt, table, hit, and tank, right? Now let's move ahead and let's practice one more question. All right, let's move ahead. So this is our next question. In this question again, we'll follow the same steps. We have two sets of questions. The first word is over here, P-I-A-N blank. The second word is blank double F-E-R. Then we have our third and fourth words, E-C-H blank. And the last word is blank P-E-N. The first step is to identify a letter that completes our first word. So let's see if the first option works here or not. So the first option over here is E. So tell me, is it going to work? Let's try to put it over here and let's see if it works or not. So the first word that we are going to get is P-I-A-N-E. Is that even a word? No, it's not. So we are going to discard our first letter. Now let's try it with the second letter, that is P-I-A-N-N. We'll get the word P-I-A-N-N. Is that a word? No, it's not. Again, we can discard this one as well. Let's see if it works for the next letter or not. So the next letter is P-I-A-N-Y. Is that a word? No. We'll again have to discard our next letter, that is letter Y. Let's try it with letter T. So here we'll get the word P-I-A-N-T. Oh, it works, right? We can go ahead with the letter T and let's see if it works for the second word or not. So for the second word, we will get T-double-F-E-R. Is that a word? No, it's not. So we'll have to discard this one as well. And now we are left with the only option, that is option E and the letter O. Let's see if it works or not. So if we put it in the first word, we'll get P-I-A-N-O. Yes, it's a word, right? Let's see if it works for the second word or not. So the second word will become O-double-F-E-R. Yes, this one is also a word, right? Now let's see if it works for the second set of words or not. So the third word will become E-C-H-O, that is echo. It works, right? And the last word is going to be O-P-E-N, open. So we have our answer, that is letter O, right? I hope you all have understood it. Now, if you have really understood it, I have one more question for you. I want you people to try it on your own. So this is the question. Again, we have two sets of words over here. You have to see carefully. You have to look at the first word and identify the letter that completes it. If it completes it, you can go ahead with the same letter, or if it doesn't, you'll have to drop it and you'll have to pick another letter, right? So I hope you have understood it all. So I know in the beginning it seems a little difficult, but I'm sure with the practice you'll become pro in these types of questions. All right, so keep learning. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to type your answer in the comment section.